Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the WWL Louisiana News at 4. I'm Devin Bartolotta. Here are today's top headlines. The Louisiana Supreme Court has cleared the way for a major shakeup to the Orleans Parish Court system. Today, the court ruled that a new law which abolished the Clerk of Criminal Courts office was legal. Now, today's ruling comes after 2 lawsuits were filed to try to stop a new law from taking effect that eliminated the criminal clerk role and merged both the criminal and civil court clerk offices into one. This means it would have eliminated Calvin Duncan's elected role and given the duties to Clerk Chelsea Richard Napoleon. Attorney General Liz Murrill said the state legislature had the constitutional authority to consolidate those offices. But Mayor Helena Moreno said the results of the election should have been respected. The Louisiana Supreme Court said the timing is unfortunate, but there is no provision that prohibits that law from taking effect. Alyssa Curtis has been following this story closely for us, and I know you took a pretty close look at the decision today. Can you tell me what it said?
Yeah, it's a very thick packet. We went through it. Essentially, it says that they found no violation of the U.S. Constitution. Nothing shields a state office from being abolished by its own legislature. Again, like Devin mentioned, it says the timing is unfortunate, but it says this can take effect immediately, essentially giving way for Calvin Duncan to essentially get kicked out of office, and now Chelsea Richard Napoleon to take office as the clerk of court. So the civil clerk and the criminal clerk together in one office. The decision comes with 3 strongly worded dissents. The main dissent I want to talk about is the one from the Chief Justice. He says, while you can abolish an office, the timing here is really what is bothering him and what really is the crux of his dissent. He says the timing is a mockery of the election process and obliterates the constitutional effectiveness of the right to vote. Again, he says you can abolish this office, that is no problem, but he says this should have happened at the end of a term, not when Duncan essentially was taking office. He took office for 2 hours when the governor had signed this.
2 hours. Wow. And those are some really strong words from the dissenting opinion there. Do we know what Chelsea Richard Napoleon has to say about all this?
Yeah, we spoke with her just about an hour and a half ago. She says she really is just focused on complying with the law and making sure that there is stability in the clerk's office for the people of New Orleans. She said this is a big undertaking, so they're still trying to figure out what this exactly looks like. They're still, it seems like, to be in a transition period. But again, she says her focus is to comply with the law and make sure that the people of New Orleans are served properly.
All right, the next step in this long saga, Alyssa, your full story is coming up at 6 o'clock?
Coming up at 6 o'clock, yes, Devin.
Alyssa, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And remember, you can always find the latest updates on this story and all of today's headlines on our website, our social media pages, and our free app for your phone or TV.